So watch out for number 9 on your screen.
Reggie Love, left side. And Love showing a little bit of power, picks up 7 yards.
He's got power, he's got vision, he's got speed, he's got nice footwork. So basically everything that you're looking for in a running back.
Oh, like he's shot out of a cannon. Wonderful Zuzu crossing the 50, picking up 8 yards. Reggie Love. Peters has yet to have an incompletion. He's 5 for 5 throwing the football. Final ticks of our first quarter. Love again, right up the gut for a fantastic gain. It's 8 yards to the 40-yard line.
Reggie Love to the 25. Stopped by Deontay Williams. Art Sitkowski taking over early in the game for the injured Brandon Peters has run the show. Hands it off to Reggie Love. And Love runs hard, keeps the feet churning for 5. Love again on second down, makes a cut, good vision, first down.
To sit in these stands for 3.5 hours on a steamy afternoon.
By the way, the umpire is back in the game after he was injured. So no more holding penalties to get away with. 3 straight carries for Reggie Love, all of them productive. 40 of their 57 plays have been on the ground. They keep it there here. It looks like it just enough.
Run over 100 yards on the day rushing now.
First down run for Reggie Love, and he breaks a tackle to get a gain of 9, stopped by Garrett Nelson.
Games is we're going to see this explosive offense, which is important, but when you pull it back, you got to have the mistakes.
When it mattered, when the game was still in doubt. 34-6, they knock off Indiana, holding the Hoosiers to their fewest points in a game since 2013. So Tom Allen.
Like I said, there's always resistance. That creates those issues, and so we got to play better. I mean, we have to execute. I mean, we just didn't do that.
Premium quality, huge selection of colors, plus Ace's award-winning service. You can be confident you're getting the best. Then buy in store or online for curbside pickup or free delivery. When you want the best, Benjamin Moore paint from Ace.
That one expected him to be here tonight. His mom Bagusha watching at home. Both parents from Poland. They don't know much about football, but they've grown a love for the sport now.
Yeah, they said, what is this football?
30 minutes hold here for the Fighting Illini. We've got a whole bevy of highlights to show you coming up here. Bevy.
Whole bevy. How about we bevy away?
The Penn State.
Line up in the formations they line up in. You better have good quarterback play. I'm not sure they have that. Or a great tailback like JT. They don't have that. Or they better threaten the field vertically with the pass game. They haven't done that.
Meanwhile, it's Reggie Love. He's about 3rd or 4th down the depth chart at running back for Illinois at their own 32-yard line. And it's their 3rd string, 4th string, however you want to turn it, running back.
Looks pretty good right now.
Chase Brown just went into the Illinois medical tent. There goes Love. Escapes up through midfield, fumbled the football, picked up by Illinois. K.C. Washington, touchdown! And off to Reggie Love, searching for the edge. He gets there and steps out of bounds after a gain of 6 of 7.
2 timeouts, plenty of time. Touchdown not necessary.
And off to Love. And does he get there? Yes, he does. It's a first down for Illinois.
Even up 40-7, still fighting for his players. Brett Bielema. Love on the carry again, slips inside. Gets a good amount of that penalty yardage back on that carry. This is the first carry of the game for Reggie Love. And Love with a 4-yard gain. First season as the offensive coordinator here. There were some shaky spots late first quarter, second quarter. A lot of different guys have touched the football here for Illinois. And Reggie Love now doing his thing. Nice little cut. He's going to say he wasn't down. I don't know that they ever ruled him down. And at least for the moment, it's a touchdown for Reggie Love III. Depth at the tailback position, a pretty good exhibit of that here.
Reggie Love made the cut, and then you see upon the contact, has the ability to stay up and then he finishes off the play. Veteran play by the young guy.
University of Houston, who we'll have in a couple of weeks.
That's Love. Reggie Love, 23 with the carry up to the 20. We actually get that's next week.
Yeah, it's next week, yeah.
Games over 100 yards rushing dating back even last year.
Reggie Love's the back right now. Love's got a big hole too. And Love is all around this Virginia defense. 30-yard sweep for Love. Has some blockers. First down. Red zone time for Illinois down to the 18.
It's all in week one.
NFL's pretty good at this scheduling thing, aren't they? See the numbers for Russell Wilson, who, by the way, was at one point quarterback for Brett Bielema.
Yeah, 405 yards and 5 touchdowns against this Illinois defense.
17 straight games with a touchdown. He's not thrown one here. Reggie Love.
101. Officially the tally. We'll have to see if we get to see more of him, and in the meantime we will see Reggie Love the third FCS teams in the country. Anthony Herron, Lisa Beinson. Artsikowski remains the quarterback. 2nd and 4 for Illinois. Love cuts it back. He's got a first down, and he's got a little bit more. Over to the 45-yard line, brought down at the 46.
Okay to play. Also, just a little update on Lewis. It is a right leg that he's dealing with, and he, of course, is questionable to return.
Reggie Love on the carry.
Lots of injuries on the Wisconsin side. Thank you, Crystal. Love the third picks up the first down. Needed one, got more than that.
On 2nd down, quick hit to Reggie Love. And Love across the 30-yard line. Reggie Love, the third, spells Brown to tailback on 2nd down and 8. A flip, and now a cut, trying to reverse field. Inside the 20, and it'll be about 1.5 yards shy. On 2nd down, toss to Reggie Love. He'll cut back, slips away twice, a stiff arm. Reverses field. Reggie Love the third. First down inside the 20.
DeVito still perfect on the day. 10 of 10. Here's Love. And Love is inside the 25 to the 22 for about 5 more yards.
As play resumes, 10:27 to go in the 4th quarter. Reggie Love the third on the carry. Good one. First down inside the 30-yard line. Unfamiliar territory for Illinois, trailing this late in the game. Love. Still fighting, and Love never went down. 23-15, Michigan State. Late handoff. It's Reggie Love the third. He's got some fresh legs in there. And he's tackled near the 19-yard line. Let's check in downstairs with Elise Menaker.
A little more than 5 minutes left in this opening quarter. They go to the ground game with Reggie Love to start this drive. Let's check in with the studio.
If he can't get back out there, I promise you he will.
So it's Reggie Love who carries on first down. Brought down just shy of midfield. Playing without starting running back Chase Brown. Here's Reggie Love, who breaks free. Love kept the feet churning and is brought down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal for Illinois.
Right there, only 200 pounds, but look how he shakes this off. Zone, he sees the hole there. I mean, 3 Northwestern defenders cannot bring him down. Look at Mueller, he tries to go for the strip right there. He should have focused on getting
In what some would say was a hopeless place.
You couldn't wait for that one.
There's Reggie Love with an Illinois touchdown. Reggie Love, after Chase Brown leaves with an injury, picks up right where Brown left off, and Illinois doesn't skip a beat. Touchdown to go up 6-0.
And look at the offensive line just dominate their double teams and take care of their single blocks. I mean, no one even makes contact with Love until he reaches the goal line, and at that point, you just gotta fall forward. Trying to do too much, Sidney Brown makes you pay.
Credit Alec Bryant on the pass breakup there as Reggie Love carries to the 30-yard line, sets up third down.
Give a lot up over top, but they do give a lot up underneath. It's kind of a pick your poison there.
Reggie Love
nearly had his second touchdown of the afternoon. Jeremiah Lewis brings him down inside the 5. 32 yards for Reggie Love. Remember, Love came into the game after Chase Brown was shaken up in the first quarter.
Reggie Love in the backfield alongside DeVito. Love gets the carry here. And down to the 30 for a gain of about 5 or 6. Play them both early, kind of see how it's going. Pitch to Love on 3rd down. Cuts it straight ahead and gets the 1st down. Looks Chase Brown-like with that run. Was a great defensive back there. Has been a coach with Brett for a long time. To be the new defensive coordinator, and this is his first game coordinating that defense. They expect the success level to remain. Nice moves by Reggie Love, who got to the outside.
To slide along. He's patient. He doesn't force it when it's not there and fields it to the outside, sees it.
Kick is going to bounce all the way down to the 15. And a nice move to get to the outside. Reggie Love is the guy to return it all the way outside the 40. Some of the Illini players are already in the tunnel.
That's the end of the second quarter.
Okay, so I guess we decided that is the end of the quarter. Sleep tomorrow. They're handing it off. So after all that, it's a handoff. Oh, my goodness.
Now it's the end of the second quarter.
To honor the great Mike Leach, whose team is trailing 7-3. Illinois gets the ball back, and a handoff. Reggie Love with a nice run straight ahead across the 25.
He used to give us a lot of grief about wearing a tie to call a game.
Well, in that regard, I didn't always agree. Now, what a great tribute to Mike that would be for all of us television broadcasters going forward to just implement that policy.
Agreed.
I'm going to propose that. A little dump short, and Reggie Love makes a man miss. Starting from the 20, handoff Reggie Love, and Love shows some quickness because that looked like that might be a negative play. Instead, he got to the hole.
And he's dictating the pace, and he's dictating this offensive game plan right now.
And he's dictating it by handing the ball off to Reggie Love, and Love trying to reach the end zone. He's blasted out of bounds by Chris McDonald just short of the goal line. He had 5 interceptions, 4 in one game, and 2 pick sixes against Northern Illinois. And here's a bounce to the outside after initial contact. And out of the shadow of their own goalpost, Reggie Love has run it for the 5-yard line outside the Illinois 35 at the 34 for a gain of 29.
So it looks like everybody just stops except for one guy, Reggie Love. And Reggie just gets on his horse. That's a nice job.
Now let's see what they do with it. They pick up the first down. Love.
That was the first time this offensive line looked like they got off the ball.
To the tune of a 4-yard run for Reggie Love. Tip Ryman, the tight end, in motion across the formation into the final 5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. And Altmaier has all day to throw. Will opt for Reggie Love. Love cuts inside. Ran out of 1 tackle. Shy of the first down, but did throw it vertically more. Will we see that unfold in the last quarter and change of the game? Right now, it's just try to push it forward here on 2nd and short and pick up the first down, and that's what Illinois does on offense to the 31-yard line. Illinois down by 1. A field goal would put them in front. They will run the ball, and Love has the first down.
That's exactly what they needed.
To the 10-yard line.
202 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks last week. And on first down, they decide to run it. Here's Reggie Love trying to turn the corner, gets up to the 30. Offensively, let's take a look at the Fighting Illini.
He's a running back that'll get some run here today.
2nd down and 5. They run it straight ahead. Here's Love bursting through, picks up a first down and more as he gains 11 on the play. First down. Altmaier didn't play a whole lot when he was at Ole Miss, but has found a spot in the starting lineup here at Illinois. And the run to Love, breaking tackles, picks up a first down. Gains 3 on 2nd and 1.
He's the guy in the marquee corner in that secondary.
First down and 10 at the 25. There's the run over the right side. Reggie Love with some running room.
After the throw, and it was low. He's in his passing posture. That's absolutely a flag. Should have came out.
This time Reggie Love with the catch out of the backfield. Altmaier to Love around the corner. breaks it back, looking for the first down, and he has it. Nice piece of running by Love. Johnny Dixon with the tackle. We will see Reggie Love in the backfield. They give it to him, squeezes through the hole, still running! Touchdown, Illini! Wow! Bulldozer, Reggie Love.
Well, you get Love, who bounces it over to the right side. And then, what did I say earlier about Allen? You got a BYOB. Be your own blocker. 1, 2 Nittany Lions, now a third Nittany Lion, and he's still able to power into the end zone and find that orange turf. Beautiful job, Reggie Love. 5'11", 205.
Reggie Love gets through the hole, hits the sideline, and goes out of bounds about a yard and a half short of that first down marker.
During the playoff era, a nice stop there from Penn State. During the playoff era, Gus, if there would have been a 12-team format, which we're moving to next year.
They'll run it on the first play of the game. You see the power game of Reggie Love
after he has the ball in his hands.
And now back up the middle goes Reggie Love. So a positive start for the Illinois offense on a first down in the final 2 minutes of each half. Hole opened up for a second there. We might have ourselves a close game going into the half. Altmaier dumps it off, and good to see Reggie Love back in the football game after he took a hard hit from Smoke Mungin. Illinois fans around here are passionate. Here's if they can find that one out. Meanwhile, the hole breaks free. Speaking of work on the ground, Reggie Love is free. Inside of the 30 and down to the 20.
Really nice counter play. You see the guard, tight end, or outside, or rather the tackle and the guard do a great job of pulling. Reggie just has to be patient. He's going to want to be able to finish. He'll take a lot of creep in the media.
Give goes to Love over the right side, a big hole, and knocked down just past the 30-yard line. Here's the starters for Illinois. Altmaier gives to Love, breaks to the outside, and a gain of 4 on first down. Good run. Javen Wright on the stop. Third down and 9. Out to Love in the flat, and a first down. Good footwork and out of bounds for Reggie Love.
And Reggie Love's in right now, by the way.
Reggie Love cutting it back and into the end zone. A healthy Reggie Love puts the Illini on top. A few weeks, and in a flash into the end zone for the Illini. So it was Williams that set it up on the big catch. Williams singled up on this first snap for Paddock, and they use him in the motion. And Reggie Love with a flag out. It looked like a face mask as Love hit the edge. Now, both plays have been explosives, coming off a 7-catch day, his best of the season. Here's Love into the second level. He had a touchdown earlier. He has a first down here. Back-to-back carries for Love, who burrows in for a strong gain on first down. This is Love, and Love shedding tackles. He has 9 yards on first down. Then it was Juice. Today it is John Paddock at quarterback. And handing off to Reggie Love on this first carry of this drive, and he plows ahead.
I think Rutgers is playing pretty good football right now.
It's Love ahead for a first down. And this drive begins with a run for Love, who breaks away with Linnell Carr running him down after a first down.
Nice job at the left side of that offensive line. Because when he sees a gap, he'll take it.
And not coming here. Love running to the opposite side of the formation.
And he stops short of a first down.
All it well.
The start of the fourth quarter, it's a first down for the Illini. Here's Love hitting a seam. Love in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Illinois. Result was all green, 6 points. Right here it opens. And the difference, Reggie Love take that speed. Lined up on top of him. Now they changed it.
They're showing pressure with Jordan Shaw. Now Love running right up the middle after they changed the play, and it's a first down.
Bring the corner off the slot. And then they change it this.
Oh, now on the shoulders of his defense that helped them win it last week. And Love back up the gut, and Mangum Farrar makes the tackle.
It's going to be third and two.
It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
John Paddock, close to 500 yards on the day, giving to Love to begin the drive.
Paddock is trying to find open guys. He just can't find them. A cover guy makes a catch there.
2nd and 5. This is Love. 2nd and 10 for Paddock. Love on the delay. He's got room. First down for Reggie Love down to the 30-yard line of Iowa.
It leaves an open vacancy for the tight end.
First down carry. Reggie Love. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Watching college football on Fox, and one of the great rivalries, Ohio State and Michigan. Illinois coming off a great drive, put the ball in the end zone.
Identify what's wrong, what's happening, and make sure their quarterback understands what's going on downfield.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. This time they swing it to Love, and he's got first down yardage across the 35. At least I think he does. Yes, he does. The Iowa defense hasn't allowed a whole lot down the field. 2nd and 10, they run it, and there's room here. Nice gain for Love. Punt of 59, nets out 39 after it gets into the end zone. Here's Love. And not a lot happening for him on first down. Got a 3, I think. Maybe 4. We'll call it 2nd down and 6.
You snap down, and Castro is lost. Nice job and a nice pickup for a first down.
And the run here for Reggie Love. A huge factor right now, but stopped in the fourth quarter as Iowa tries to play from behind. They run it, and that's Love. Boy, did he do a good job on 2nd down and 10. 3rd and 6. Just over 8 minutes to go. Paddock rolling, dumps it out. The catch is made near the first down marker. Tried to knock him out of bounds, missed him, and that's what allowed Love to knife his way for the first down. And he gets the carry on first.
It's a big first down because the clock is not on the side of Iowa right now.
Make a nice tackle to first 4th down on last drive.
As Reggie Love, the 3rd, works his way out near the 29-yard line after a gain of 4. Be roommate back in the day, but still great year back in the early 1900s. But David Braun, you think about it.
Northwestern, but moved the chains.
I'm a former walk-on. Love patiently waits for a hole to open up. It does. Lowers the shoulder. Nice run. After a 1-yard gain, Paddock looking right, swings it out. This is Reggie Love trying to get around Gallagher, and it'll be shoved out near the line to gain, about a yard shy of the first down.
How many more wins could they have if they cleaned up the penalties and the turnovers?
Reggie Love to the 47, a gain of 4. Brooke. Love up the middle. First down and more. Reggie Love spun down inside the 30. Needed 1, picked up 6. 1st and 10, Illinois.
You know, when in doubt, here he is at the bottom of your screen running a little counter motion. You see that, and you know that may not show up as something that really affected me.
There's Lawfrey, and he spun down inside the 10 after a gain of 4. Here's Love. Cuts back and more. Love inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Benches are starting to come alive here for Illinois. This is how they want to win football games. Zy Chrysler pulling around. And
Brooke, thanks. And Williams. from Paddock, and will have the first down inside the. Illinois down 5. Reggie Love, the third. First down to the 40.
Front, creating a nice hole there. See the right guard, Zy Chrysler, opening that up, and then.
Love on the delayed handoff. Got around Hurd. Love tripped up inside the 20-yard line. Starting inside their own 10. Reggie Love, the third, is dragged down by Bryce Gallagher near a first down.
Card just gets it away to Reggie Love, who finds a seam along the right side.
And so look probably to go to 7.
On third down at 7, they'll keep it on the ground, and it's Reggie Love. He's got the first down and more.
Highline, they cue to run here to Reggie Love, and they've got an extra man and good blocking up there. They get the block on Jeff Brown. The safety has to make the play in there.
Fourth down and 1, it is Reggie Love straight forward, and he'll walk into the end zone.
Great work up front. You can see him put a foot in the ground and get north and south. It looked like
Saturday season. That's a sold-out student section, by the way. Took all of a day as Reggie Love bouncing off a tackle.
you can choose whoever you want to choose for.
Well, you stuff a Penn State quarterback in for about 8 years, and that is my whole broadcasting career almost.
Obviously, big play called back on the holding penalty for Purdue.
Hudson Card. And it will be Love. We're about 6 after the 31. No first downs this quarter for Purdue, only 2 for the game. There's the third. Check in with the injury report with Jenny. They've done that. And that'll end the half on the carry by Reggie Love. And now there's some Boo Birds out. Almost perfect against Indiana State. They don't even have 100 yards total so far. They're going to pick up about 11 there for Purdue. 5th of the game, beg your pardon. Here's a little toss. And Love, 4 or 5 more. Reggie Love in the backfield with Hudson. Will get the carry. Trying to cut back in the middle and does a nice job of it.
That's to muscle it away from Sayer.
Hand it off, Reggie Love, and Love with some space in front of him, takes it out across midfield into Nebraska territory. Another give, here's Love, Love straight up the gut, opens up nicely and down to the 35, rumbles Love.
Of butchering now, you're just going to see him enter the defense right there with pullers. Again, knifing through the middle of this Nebraska deep. Quick change. Let's see if Purdue in this offense can take a shot, get an explosive play.
Card gives, and Love really starting to get this Purdue offense going in the prior drive, the Illinois transfer. There is Love. Love is going to pick up 4. On 2nd and 6, Card looks, fires, complete. This is Love, and Love able to break 1 tackle. He's going to be a couple of yards shy.
Cam Brown was running a post from the left slot. I thought he had some separation, just not enough time.
To the edge, Love. Big hit. And a punishing hit. You saw the numbers for Kikoon, and Locke's completed 9 in a row now. And he's got 3 touchdown passes of 25-plus yards today as Reggie Love runs the ball on first down for Purdue for 5.
Reggie Love also went from Illinois to Purdue. He's in the game right now wearing 23 in the backfield for the Boilermakers. Love's got it. And he is shot through that first line of defenders.
Who do you deal with more? He says it's about the coaches.
Love to the edge. Tackled at the 44-mile.
He puts that ball like a dime.
3:15 remaining in our game. Brown leaves it for Love. And the former Illini back goes out of bounds.
That he might use some of them plays as he calls plays on offense.
Reggie Love, great cutback by Love.
Almost the necessary yardage for the first down. He'll be a yard away.
He gets the ball inside. You got pullers going around. He progresses, and then gets to the outside, sticks that foot in the ground, and gets vertical in a hurry.
Little read, and they go with Love. Reggie Love breaking a tackle, and he's going to be a half yard shy of another first down. Love remains the setback on third and a crucial one. They need to control the football here. Look at that. Reggie bringing some love from the Boilermaker contingent.
What a nice job. And they might have gotten away with a face mask here, but he reaches inside, doesn't grab it, and then there's the face mask right there. He pulls through for a first down. I love the call.
So from the 33-yard line, it's first down for Ryan Brown, and boy, do they need something good to happen. And Reggie Love is going to see to it. Must have had those shoot yourself in the foot moments.
Yeah, and Love has run the ball really well. The transfer from Illinois, and I think they desire.
To your point about Reggie Love, he's got 57 yards on 7 carries. Here's his 8th on a stretch play. Hard to get wide against this Oregon defense, but he did a nice job of getting to the edge. You see they've got 137 yards on the ground. That's 5 yards a tote. Here he goes again, this time to the left side. Beautiful little deke, and he gets in for a first down to the 41.
All Oregon from the start.
Reggie Love. You know, he might wind up close to 100 yards tonight, Reggie Love.
And as soon as they get a little motion forward, they just take those steps back, and it's really hurt them tonight.
From the 37. Boy, he absolutely turned it upfield. He gets 11 there.
3 were shut out in their last game against Oregon, 35-0 loss. Reggie Love takes the carry.
Linsky leads the ball over the middle of the field. Great play by Stevens.
Reggie Love on the carry after the interception from Stevens. Purdue trying to capitalize.
Texas transfer at quarterback. Carr gives it up as Love. Nice stick in the ground. Card with the handoff. Love turns it up, and he runs right into Caleb Downs. Had 7 tackles, broke a pass up, 3rd down and 1. Oilers get the first down. No doubt about it. Buckeyes up 21-0. First down at the 25 for Purdue, and it's Love. Gets to the edge. And knocked out of bounds short of the 30-yard line by Jordan Hancock.
Oh, there we go. We get the nice auto. Donjoy, by the way, is the brand of the knee brace, Gus. So that's why he's giving a shout out to Mr. Donjoy, because he feels like the knee brace might have helped him there.
Oh, the Donjoy knee braces?
That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's right. He's got that Donjoy on.
Card hands it off. Love stretches it out.
As well as create an opportunity to get more athletes on the field. That's C.J. Hicks, who's now in the jack position there and chasing Mockabee, the running back. Or Reggie Love, excuse me. And I think they're trying to find something and maybe a changeup that might work as well here for the Buckeyes.
Jim Knowles, always fun to talk to him.
You get long yardage on 6th, and you got to face that pass rush.
Going to give it to Reggie Love. Love on a counter, and good run by Love before he's run out of bounds by Jalen Reed.
DeLuca in the game for Rojas right here.
He's coming on a blitz, and they're trying to run past it, but they're not going to be able to. And did the ball come out at the end? No, I guess not.
Hey, is Devin Mockabee here? And he remembers asking his teammates, wait, is he talking to me? He was in total shock, guys.
That's great. And his backup, Reggie Love, with a good run. Love again and again. Takes some would-be tacklers with him.
Yeah, let's hand it to. Remember I talked about his.
Brown on the give, the handoff to Love.
Yeah, 12 men on the field though for Penn State.
And the ball comes out at the end.
Love the ball period.
On a 2nd down and 9, Card out of the belly and out to the edge again. It's Reggie Love with back-to-back touches.